Here we go. All right. So today's lesson, I'm going to be teaching y'all how to use Obsidian. So no, there's no outlining here, no order that I wanted to go in, just off the top of the dome. So what is Obsidian? Obsidian is a note-taking app that helps you take very, very detailed notes for whatever or whenever you want to take notes. Obsidian is both a desktop app and it's also a mobile app. You can get it on Windows, you can get it on Mac, Android, iOS, and I think it's also on Linux as well. Um, but what it's called is it's for digital note taking, and it you can also consider it something nowadays it's called a second brain, because one of the things a quote that I love is that your brain is made for thinking, not storing information. So with that being said, exactly. With that being said, all the information that you ever come across, you throw it up in Obsidian. And Obsidian is very unique because it's not just like Notepad. You just go in and just write little text and everything. As you guys can see here, there are headings here. Some of the texts are much larger, much bolder than others. If you use Word or any other word processing app, you will see this. You will see that in there. But the way this is, you don't necessarily go and click on buttons at the very top. Make sure everybody is seeing my screen, right? Yeah. Okay. So you don't necessarily click on buttons to change everything. What you do, I'm sorry. This is what's new, a new release here. So this is something that they often push out when you have automatic updates on. But this is something I was doing right here, introduction to note taking, something I was trying to do. I'll introduce it before I made a video that I really didn't like. That I never did publish it, but who knows? So if you guys can see, if I go in here, well, start at the bottom, you can see you just go in, you just type in things here. You just regular type. But depending on what character that you put with your text, you can do different things. Like you see at the heading at the top, introduction to note taking. If you put a hash symbol, the number symbol, space, and then there, that's a heading. Let me just do this. So you got heading 1. You type in 2. Heading 2. 3. Heading 3. I think it goes up to 6, I believe. 1, 2, yep, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Heading 5. Then we'll pick 6. 1, 2. I'm just all in this roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 6. Heading 6. So first thing, that's how you make your headings. So you're gonna put your subjects and everything, and then the great thing about this too, not just text. You know how you put. Let's just go in here. We can hit enter. Text here, and then let's just say I did a. Heading 1.2. You guys see the text under here, right? Yeah. Let's just move down here. You can expand and collapse these. So heading 1 and just collapse. So if you had a whole bunch of stuff down here, and you want to easily close up, you just close all that up easily. All the headings, everything goes up under the headings here. Now one of the main, this is just regular text, but I'll just give you all the main. Oh, another factor. Most of these formats also work in Discord as well. So the same way I'm formatting here is the same way you can format stuff in Discord. So if you want to make bold text, You can either, I don't think you can do Control B for bold text like that. Or, like I say, you see those two stars there? That's how you do bold text. You do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I think 3 is italic, I believe. Yeah. You can also do highlighting. I'm trying to remember how does it go. Yeah. Equal signs for highlight. What am I missing? Bold, italic, highlight. Oh, okay. You also have bullets. You do a dash, space, bullet, and then as you want to go at 2, 3, 4, you can do numbers. 1, space. It automatically does it. 1, 2, 3. What else we got here? In just a moment. If you had a link, automatically post links in there. But one of the main things that make what I talked about earlier, it's called a second brain, is the ability to link notes together. This is one of the most crucial parts and the most innovative parts about these type of apps. So say you're taking a note on, well, let's just go here. Let me find something here. All right. So this is some notes that I took in a book called Deep Work. I'm just going to paste this in here. You guys see this? I don't know if this is stuff I wrote down or I copied, so it may be misspelled words or whatever. But you guys see how this link is a different text? Oh, so if I click this link, it'll go to it. It'll open in a web browser. But you guys see how this text here is just regular font, but then this is just highlighting. It's a light purple. You can link notes to each other. So the darker tone purple means that it's already been created. It'll show up as this color right here or this color. But if you choose a lighter color, that means that this note has never been created. So if I want, as I'm typing notes and stuff, I may see things and I don't have anything I need to write. So I say deep work. Just go in, okay, I need to probably that's something important or whatever. But then I found a book I'm saying. So now let's go ahead and create this note for deep work. If you guys look over here on the left-hand side, this is your menu here. If you click, you're going to see deep work pop up over here. Right there. Now I've created a note called deep work. So now, if I go back to introduction to note taking, when I go down to the note, you now see that this is purple. Now, as I talked about, that one of the greatest things is that in this thing is that you can have backlinks. So if I click here, and I can actually, this menu over here, I'm gonna go a little bit in depth about these menus. But over here, if I click this one and I show, where is it at? Is it sure? Oh, here it is at the very top. Backlinks and document. I like to have this on because right here, it shows me what notes that I currently have that's linked to this note right here. So I can literally go back to here without actually knowing what are the notes. So if I had 1,000 notes that literally link to this one note right here, they'll all be listed underneath here. Let's see. So one other thing too is that you can actually make your notes. You see how I have this long link right here. But I can actually make words. Oh, words linked to it. But before I do, let me show you how to make a note again. Let's see. This is a link. So if I need to make a note, what you use, you put two brackets around it. 1, 2. And that's the thing too. If you highlight a word or something, as long as you hit it, it'll put the brackets around it automatically. So now that I put brackets around link, if I click link, it makes a note. Now you're saying introduction to note taking. Links to that note. But say I have a word, Chicago Soho, right? But I want this to go to a website. What you do, you put one bracket around. You go to the end, and whatever you wanted to go to, you put the link in parentheses. So if I take Chicago Soho and I paste that in here, when I click this, now it goes to that website. You see that the link disappeared because now it goes to that website. Let's go into deep work. Let's say that there's a section in here that I definitely wanted to. All right, let's move this up to here to under. Did I delete my headings? Deleted my headings. Why did I do that? All right. So I'm gonna go back over to deep work, and I can link passages from other notes. If I put bracket here, it'll start showing me notes for other things. So I can actually link to introduction to note taking. But say I'm in here, I actually want to include this whole note in my document. I can actually do that. If you put an exclamation mark in front, it includes your whole note in the current document. So this is including the whole note. Is everybody tracking as of now? Everybody still there? Yeah. Okay, great. All right. So this is how you include passages from other notes. But let's say I don't need the entire note. I just need just this part down here. What you can do with the notes that you put in here, you can come down here and put, let me show you something here. You guys see at the very bottom here, it says type $ to link heading, or type, I think that's caret to link blocks. Blocks is a group of text like paragraphs or just anything that's right after each other. So even if you hit enter, if the sentence is right underneath the other sentence, that's a note block. But let's just say I wanted to link that part. If I type in G, actually, let me show you what this is. So I don't know what notes. I know it's an introduction. If I just start typing it in, and if I hit Shift 6, which is caret, it'll start showing me items within that note. It completed the name of the note. Let me do that one more time just to show you guys again. So if I type in I, and it'll start giving me suggestions that they think I want. And if your highlight is one of the note that you want, you can just hit the caret key, then it'll start showing me contents from that note. So let's just say I would just want that. Now I included that passage in my note. But let's say I wanted the entire, you can link to headers as well. So you guys remember the header 1, header 2, header 3? I could go introduction, and if I type pound symbol, now it's showing me only the headers in that note. So if I do that, not only I include the passage, I included the header. So if you put the header, it'll give you everything that's underneath this header right here. So if I go back to introduction note taking, if you guys see over here, you see a little link. You click it, it takes you to that note and highlight the part that you just did. And if you guys see at the very end here, it put some crazy little numbers in here, a little digit. This is very important for when you link in notes to other things, because this number here is the reference number that's used when you go back to here when it links. So although it says header 1, this header 1 is used as the place it's linking to is actually this number. So if you change this number, say if I deleted that C, and I go back to deep work. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's linking the header. Let me do this. I'm gonna put that C back. I'm gonna show you what's the difference between these two. So the link is linking header 1, right? So it knows header 1, so it can find that. But let's say I went back to links. Deep work. So this note I linked to the header. That's what this right here means. But I went down here and did the same thing. Brackets to link, introduction. But this time I'm going to try to link a block, which is the caret symbol. And I link this one. I'm going to put the exclamation point at the beginning. Now that's linked. Now I just got the text. Let's say if I went here and I made a mistake and deleted this C right here. If I go back over to deep work, it can't find it because it's looking for passes that have this footer, this footnote to it right here. So if I add that C back on here, it'll work now. It should work now. Did I mess something up? Six C, 7C, 6C. Oh, there it is now. I just took a minute to update. Let's see here. Now, the thing that makes Obsidian a little bit more powerful too is that you can add plugins to here. If you come down to the bottom here, we'll go to settings, and you go to community plugins. First thing you have to do is turn on community plugins. It's number 1. It's like a safety thing. Turn it on, and you can go to browse community plugins. There's a buttload of plugins that you can use. There's a Git plugin.